Oh, howdy, Nicola. Yeah, it's snowing. Some light flurries. What's it like there, Nicola? What is it like there? A little bit of snow. You can barely see it. A little bit breezy. Ooh, yeah, the wind is blowing a little bit. That makes it even colder. You can see the snow flurries flying around. Yeah, it only just started snowing, really. All day yesterday it sleeted. Mostly what you see on the ground. And hello, Genghis. Mostly what you see on the ground is just sleet. It sleeted all day, all night, on and off. Yeah, Ben, I was just saying it's mostly sleet on the ground, but it's snow flurrying this morning. It just, like I said, it just started. If I walk out here, you look at the ground, that you can see it's sparkly. That's because it's frozen. It's ice. It's mostly sleet. Just with a little bit of these snow flurries falling on top. A little bit of, but mostly underneath the snow, it's mostly ice. Ooh, it's negative 11 right now, y'all. Negative 11 Celsius. And that's the real temperature. It's a little bit windy, so it feels like even colder. Oh man. Sun is trying to come up. I've just been holding it towards the light because then you can see the snow. Do we have bats here, Genghis? In Texas, yes. We do in Texas. I'm going inside. It's cold out there. It's cold out there. Good night. It's cold. Cold, 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 cold. You ever hear the saying colder than a witch's tit? Have y'all ever heard that? I don't think that's the saying there. It is here. It's cool. Yeah, so negative 11 right now outside. Feels like colder. Yeah, feels like colder. Whew. When the sun comes up at the end, I might go walk around the block or something. I couldn't see. But bats, Genghis, in Austin. Austin is famous for their bats. There's lots of parts of Texas that have bats. Where I'm at, it's uh, prairie lands, grassy fields. That's what Dallas is built on. Not a lot of spots for bats. So not around here so much. Austin is a little more hilly. There's caves. in the hill country, in that area. There's caves and stuff. They have bats. Why? Genghis asked me if we had bats. I'm answering, but now I'm like, what? Why, Genghis? Are you a vampire after all? You want to know about your kin? All of a sudden, I'm not seeing any comments. Oh, that's weird. You got lots of bats there, Genghis? You would. You have an old church and those critters are fast. Yeah, when I lived in the Smoky Mountains in Tennessee, in lovely Gatlinburg, Tennessee, I lived there, and the bats, you'd see them every night. I like to watch them. Yeah, they're super fast. You know, even you can see them, like, they come out at night, and sometimes you can only see the silhouette of them. The silhouette. But you can tell by the way they fly that they're bats. They just kind of dart around and they kind of fall like, they kind of swoop around. They're hunting bugs. And they're just out there hunting bugs. That bookshop video. I just released that video. Camilla's bookshop from the regular channel. And hi Terry. From the members only into the regular channel. I don't expect too many people to watch that. It's really niche, but Terry watched it. That bookstore is so full. I have a bookstore just like it. Believe it or not, it's bigger. It's much bigger than Camilla's. In Dallas, I go to all the time. It's stuff full. Yeah, we have fireflies. Genghis, do you? Yeah, the bookshop in Dallas is so full. So full. And they have rooms. It's like room after room after room after room after room. I could spend a whole day in there. Every kind of book you could think of. So yeah, I love bookstores like that. Bookshops like that. Y'all don't have fireflies? You have glowworms? There's glowworms in the US as well. I've never seen them around here. But fireflies in the summer, every night. Every night. Even right here in the city where I live. There's lots of trees. There's a lake around here. There's a lot of nature around here. Even though I'm right in the city. I'm 4 miles from downtown. But there's coyotes. It's because the lake and the creeks that run nearby, they use those as traveling routes. The creeks that flow into the lake. So there's all kinds of possum. I see possum every night. Raccoons. Seen coyotes in the neighborhood. Seen, all kinds of animals. Right here in Dallas. Wolves, well, those are up north. I've never seen a wolf in real life. I've been in wolf country, but I've never seen a wolf there. Yeah, Genghis. Oh, well, your question probably popped up. You probably commented before I started talking. But yeah, lots of wild animals. There's falcons, hawks. I watch them all the time. The neighborhood's full of wild animals. It seems weird, but like I said, there's a lake nearby. White Rock Lake. There's lots of creeks that flow into it. There's lots of 100-year-old trees all around. It's good habitat for animals. Yeah, raccoons and possums I see every night. Right outside. Y'all don't got no possums. They're ugly. They look like a giant rat. They're so ugly. And if you scare them or corner them, yeah, there's kites too, not in Dallas though. Hmm. Well, if you scare a corner opossum, they play dead. They just lay down, belly up, and don't move. They don't move for nothing. You can, unless you touch them, they'll just lay there, still as can be. Sometimes they'll hiss too at first before they play dead. They might hiss at you. They look real mean and ugly, like a giant possum. Hedgehogs are cute. Now the U.S. has hedgehogs too, I believe, in some parts. Not here. Wild animals are. Did you ever get that show back in the 70s and maybe earlier called Mutual of Omaha, which is an insurance company, but they used to sponsor this show, this guy with wild animals. I don't know if y'all got that. It used to come on when I was a kid. All about animals. Yeah, y'all got friendly animals. Foxes are y'all's troublesome animal, is that right? Like possums or raccoons, they're nocturnal. Yeah, our badgers are different to yours. They get in the trash if they can. Raccoons are nimble, man. They can do anything. They use their little paws just like hands. Raccoons. El Bandito. It's a nickname for them. The bandit. Bandits, yeah. Our badgers are a little meaner. I've come across badgers before, and I don't like to. Yeah, I like foxes too. They seem cool. We have foxes. I've seen a fox in real life in Florida. Also gators in Florida. And I've seen gators in Texas. You ever see them? I don't know if y'all have them, but they come like gator farms or gator ranches, like tourist attractions where you can go and see alligators. And they get in there with them. The trainers too. They get in there with them. They do shows. Mostly those are in Florida. I don't know if you have anything like that. Maybe you do. But it's more fun to see an animal in the wild. Yeah, I've seen foxes in the wild. And alligators. And badgers. I don't like to see them. I don't like to come across a wolverine or a badger. Yeah, foxes make those weird noises. So do coyotes. Sometimes you're like, what is that? If you don't know what it sounds like. Now, coyotes also, they howl. But they do make some weird kind of yippy sounds. And if you don't know what it is, you're like, what is that? I mean, I got up T8914 about an hour ago. Anyway, animal talk. It's cold here. Dallas is frozen. What's the coldest you've ever been? Anybody been in some real cold spots? Genghis, haven't you been to some cold areas? Scandinavia. I think Genghis has talked about before, but what's the coldest you've ever been? Anybody ever do any like cold weather camping? 40 below, Genghis? Yeah. Thanks, Mark. I wish. Did you spend a lot of time outdoors in 40 below, Genghis? Or you just run inside? I told y'all before, I fell through ice a few times. That's the coldest I've ever been, physically, in Lapland. Genghis, that's cold. Did you stay indoors? We're gonna do a polar plunge. Anybody else got some really cold stories? Like you were in a spot? Yeah. I mean, I've seen some cold temperatures, but the coldest I've ever physically been probably is falling through ice. What's y'all's temp today? And the sun's coming out. I'll probably go for a walk at the end of the live stream. At least maybe walk around, not too far. It's AC here warm compared to Texas right now, but in a couple days, ours will go away and you still be cold. Been never did much winter camping. I mean, I've slept under the stars, cowboy camped, while it was snowing. Coffee and cakes by a roaring fire, you can't beat that. Like the snow was piling up on my sleeping bag. I was sleeping outdoors. It was snowing. I don't remember what the temp was, but it wasn't very windy, but it was cold. It was just me and another fella. And we just took turns getting up and keeping the fire going all night. Sleeping right by the fire. That was cool. One time I was on a hunting trip up in Illinois, and we were goose hunting, and it was snowing so hard, sitting in this goose blind, and I mean, literally every minute you had to dust the snow off your head because it was just piling up. It snowed so hard. I was cold. I was freezing that day too. Cold weather. I don't love it that much. Now, my heater was on. Could you hear it? And then it shut off. And I had my heater on. But no cold weather stories from you guys? Yeah. So, Ben, do I need a hey choppy? Yeah, simple life. Is that in Lapland? It sounds good. Uh, do I need a fishing license? What? Some people. You got some Greg sausage rolls in the freezer. You're gonna put a couple in the air fryer. Yum. Jay. Yum. I want some right now. Do I need a fishing license? I don't really have a particular topic today. I do. Okay. I do need a fish. But I do have some questions about coming there. Y'all maybe can help me out. I keep trying to look it up, but man, sometimes the internet can be confusing. What's it going to cost for a foreigner to get a fishing license? They never really had one. So, what, don't y'all have, so we have game wardens. We have game wardens in the U.S. And they'll check you. You just be out fishing and all of a sudden a game warden will walk up. Hey, you got your license. It's 14 pounds for y'all, but I bet they charge more for a foreign person. Nobody checks you. Oh, man, I've been checked by the game warden. The game wardens have the most authority of any U.S. They're like almost like a police force. They have more authority than the police. Game wardens. They can walk up on you. No need, no cause, no reason. And they can go through everything you have. They don't need a warrant. They don't need probable cause. They can just say, I mean, I've had them happen to me where I was fishing and they said, where's your vehicle? And I was like, well, It's down there at the parking area. Let's go to it, they said. That's how much authority a game warden has. And then they proceeded to go through everything in my vehicle. I was just fishing on the shore. But that's how they do. Nothing happened. I wasn't breaking any laws. I had a fishing license. But they're looking for people that maybe have too many fish and they store them back in their vehicle because there's limits. They're looking for anything. They can find anything they find too. Like say if a policeman has no cause to check you, if you're not breaking any laws, if you're just standing around outside, a cop can't come up and say, let me check your car. Where's your car? And then if he did do that and he found something illegal in your car, say guns or drugs, the case would be thrown out. A policeman cannot do that. Whatever illegal he might find on you or in your car, it's an illegal search. A game warden, that is not true. If he says, where's your car, for no good reason, and just starts looking for illegal game or fish and finds something else illegal, you will be put in jail. That case will hold. Game wardens, you don't mess with them in the U.S. Some strict places have bailiffs, Ben says. They will take you fishing stuff, but they don't have. I've never actually heard of that ever happening. Okay. Yeah. Game wardens. They are very powerful in the U.S. And they will check you. I've had it happen more than once. Eli did off Eater St. Pat when I was in Barry. I caught poaching trout. You liked it? Yeah, poaching trout. Liked it. Choppy says. Yeah. They're serious about it here. Especially with hunters and poaching. They'll check everything. Choppy, do you ride your bicycle like everywhere? Are you on your bike a lot, Choppy? Used to go lake fishing a lot when you were younger too. And me too. We did a lot of river fishing when I was young. And then we fish, and y'all probably have it too. So like old rock quarries, what we call them pits, from digging, like a rock quarry. And they fill up with water. The creeks that flow into them, and they get full of fish. We fish a lot of rock pits or rock quarries. And they're usually lovely and good fishing. I don't know if you have that there. Anyway, yeah, I was wondering if Choppy rides his bike a lot. I don't know. I will go for a walk here at the end. Take y'all at least down the street. It's so cold out there. No proper built lakes. Come on. Your brother-in-law borrowed your bike. You never got it back. But you said you're on your bike the other day and you got honked at. I can spend all day fishing too. Anyway, yeah, I don't really have a topic. I figure I'd go for a walk in a little bit, although it'll probably be a short walk. But I was wondering about some stuff like fishing license. How cold y'all ever been? Oh, and I wanted to tell, I've been thinking a lot, Ben and Terry, about all the haunted places. But, I'm not sure about Ben's School of Exorcism. Oh, really? Normal license for 15 pounds? Oh, sounds pretty cheap. But Ben, thank you for the information about the fishing license, but I don't think you're really going to start at the School of Exorcism. I'm gonna have to count on you. I feel like Terry can do it. Clean up some of these haunted places before I come. Because I'm gonna talk about my trip a little bit today. I want a lot of those ghosts gone. And I feel like Terry's more of an entrepreneur. So, Terry's School of Exorcism coming soon to Cleveland. You thought it never got cold here in Dallas, Chevy? It'll warm right back up. Give it a day or two. But it is cold now. So, Terry, start that school. I mean, I just don't know about Ben because he talking about square sausages yesterday. Makes me worry. He's not going to get the job done. But yeah, about coming there, I still don't know what's going to happen exactly. I'm trying to plan my trip. I'm trying to focus my channel a little more. You know, I was looking at, and your beaches look nice. I've been looking, seeing some of your beaches there. And they look nice, but let's be honest. I'm not coming there to see your beaches. I mean, maybe one to fish off of. Ben was laughing. But I'm not coming there to bathe in the sun. I'm probably not going to go to some of those locations, especially not the first time. I've been to lots of nice beaches. And England's not really. Let's go summer on the beach in England. You have some nice ones, admittedly, I've been looking at them. But I need to focus the channel on places I'm actually going to go. Well, I mean, who doesn't, Choppy? I like watching the Dallas Cowboys cheerleading team. Y'all don't have cheerleaders? I don't think. Do you? Terry, does Manchester United have cheerleaders? Digging the sand for worms. Yeah, I am maybe thinking about going to Chesapeake Beach. Doing a little fishing. But I'm not coming to sunbathe, is what I'm saying. And what I'm really looking for, so I'm trying to focus my channel and find the places I want to go. And maybe y'all can help me with this. When I come. So up on the channel there's a new poll, right? It's like what small, I don't know if you've seen it. Somebody let me know if you've seen the latest poll. It's like what small village should I look at first? And then it's got Castle Coon. You know, I have cheerleader shopping, which I think is winning in the poll. It's in the Cotswolds. I've seen it briefly, but I've never looked at it hard. It's got there's four villages listed in that poll, and you know, I can find these places by doing, because I want to find a small place to go to and spend, not just pass through. I want to stay somewhere for a little bit. It's just regular, small, country living. But if I put in a search, like, and some of it's confusing to me because I know in the U.S., if we say city or town or village, which we don't very much use, it denotes population size to us. Hey, Nathan, good to see you. But town, city, village, it doesn't necessarily denote population size in the UK. A city can be really small, right? If it's got a city charter, maybe it's old. So just calling it a city doesn't tell me that that is large. The villages are small in the UK. So I'm looking maybe, yeah, Bristol's a good base. I'm looking for a place like this small, smaller than Bristol, village size, I don't know how to put it. But if I do a search like best villages in the UK, it gives me all these really touristy places, which are gorgeous, I'm sure, like in the Cotswolds. Or I think you can look at the poll on the channel. There's 4 that came on, and I'm going to look at them. But I know they're touristy. Like somebody told me, like Rye, for instance. I looked at Rye, and then a couple people commented, St. Bede's is really nice, right there on the coast. I do want to stay somewhere on the coast, but I'm thinking inland, maybe, I don't know, for a small place. I don't know. I'm talking about my trip and planning it, but I do change my mind a lot. I waffle. That's always what I do. I like to weigh every option, play with it in my head over and over again, and then finally decide. What I'm trying to say is I'm not going to stay at, so in that poll that's up and lists these charming villages in the UK, I know they're all touristy. Oh, someone said Rye. Don't go to Rye in the summer. You can't even find a place to park. That's not what I'm looking for. I maybe want to visit, maybe somewhere near Whippy. I want to visit a place that's not all touristy and stay. Well, Cleveland's bigger than what I'm looking for, Terry. I want to stay someplace small, just really where everybody knows everybody, where everybody will see me and go like, that guy doesn't belong. Because they don't get tourists all the time. Like Rye looks really good, but now the comments made me realize, oh, that's a place, at least in the summer, that's just full up of tourists walking around. You know, you can come to places in the U.S. that are very touristy. I mean, okay, take South Padre Island. That's our nicest beach area on the Texas coast. And Scotland's coastal area. Well, I'm coming to England for my first trip. As much as I love Scotland, I'm not coming there for my first trip, Genghis. So I'm trying to think of England or Wales that I'm a stay. Somerset, Terry? Or Cheddar? Now, Cheddar's pretty touristy. I'm looking for some place that's real. I was going to say, like, you can go to South Padre Island in Texas. You can go to the beaches and you can go to the restaurants. And the truth is, you won't really experience local living down there. You'll just experience all the tourist stuff. I want to experience local living. And so I don't want to stay in the Cotswolds, for instance. Or like, what is the place? I do want to go to the Lake District, and I do want to stay Lundy Island. Haven't I seen that in a video somewhere, Nicola? I don't know if I want to stay out on an island. Or Moss Side. But, you know, I don't know. Rithin came out, or it does come out on my channel. Well, it's a members only video, you haven't seen that. Yeah, I got it, Choppy, I did watch it. I could understand that guy. Didn't seem too bad. The Rithin Wells video, it's a members only, it'll release soon. But it didn't show me the town very much. Sometimes that happens on a video. But maybe that's a place, it just seemed like a regular place. That's what I'm looking for, but it's hard to find. I can't put that into a search. Hey, where's a regular small place to stay in England? Inland. It won't give me that. It'll list me all the places in the Cotswolds. Or where's a place in the Lake District that is? Starts with a G, Choppy. Starts with a G, and it's famous for gingerbread. Grassmere. Grassmere looks really nice, but isn't it super touristy? You tell me. if I'm there in the spring, is it going to be so full of people that I can't really experience local life? You see what I'm getting at? I want to experience local life in a small place. Abbotsbury, a few people pass through. I mean, people pass through everywhere. That's probably, but I'm talking about like inexpensive gas. Yeah, I'm talking about like, yeah, it's not overrun with tourists where all you experience is the tourist part. That's not what I want to get in there. I want people to be like, look at me funny and see I'm out of place. And then I'm going to go to their pubs and be like, yeah, I'm out of place. I'm sorry. Can y'all tell me what it's like here? You know, I won't be the loud American, but I definitely want to strike up conversations with locals. And I want a place to do that. I don't want to go to some place that's so overrun with tourists that all I meet is tourists. Okay, Clovelly, Nico. I think I learned how you say that. Clovelly. Yeah, no, you're smart island again. Clovelly. I think that's in Devon. Well, I know it's in Devon, but I think that's how you say it. I just reacted. It comes out tomorrow to the regular channel. My reaction to Clovelly, Devon. I was interested. I still am interested. It might be. I don't care if I stick out, Terry. I'm not embarrassed. I won't be loud, but I do want to get to know people. They're not other tourists, the locals. Yeah, my accent. I watched a video. It comes out to the regular channel tomorrow about Clovelly, Devon. That maybe it is a place like I'm looking at, or like I'm talking about. But I watched Magenta Otter Travels, small village in Cornwall, off season. I'm probably gonna come in the spring. Can you? So not quite off season, but not in the full-on summer. I mean, y'all can tell me too. I mean, May. What if I'm there in May? I don't really care about the weather too much. I don't care. If it's raining every day I'm there, it's okay. I know it won't be much. It'll be on and off. I don't care. I know the spring is probably a rainier season than most times, but I don't care. That's how your life is. That's what I want to experience. I don't care if it's. I don't care what the weather is like. Yeah, see, Somerset, I also feel like is a good area to maybe to stay. And I'm talking about, it just depends on how long my trip, right now everything's up in the air. I don't know how long my trip is going to be, long or short. But I'm talking about staying maybe 4 or 5 nights, 3 nights, maybe 3 nights, 2 nights, 3 days. Someplace small. But Clovelly, maybe. Ruthin, Wells, I'm thinking might be like that. Not too touristy. Anyway, I watched the Clovelly, if I'm saying that right. That's what she said, Clovelly. Instead of Clovelly, which I thought it was at first. Um, she didn't show it very much, but I feel like it also might be touristy, Clovelly. She, Magenta Otter Travels, the video said she takes a trip there. And I was like, okay, cool. But then she showed it a little bit, and then she focused on showing like some doors. She was like, look at these doors. Somewhat interesting. And she was look at these candies. Somewhat interesting. And then she's like, oh, look at these cats. So I need to watch another video of Clovelly. It comes out tomorrow to the regular channel. She just didn't show it very much. But I feel like it might be touristy. Right? I think, you what you're trying to tell me is places that are nice I should see. But what I'm asking for is I don't care if it's nice. I don't, I'm not, that's not on the top of the list. I care. But at the top of the list is real, not touristy. They're very fussy who lives there in Clovelly. I'm looking for someplace where I can experience real, rural, country life. Somerset, I feel like might have a place that's like that. But when I do searches, I just get these touristy places. You know? I'm trying to focus my channel on where I can go when I come there that fits that bill. That's what I want. Real country life with regular folk, no tourists. If it's picturesque or scenic, great. If it's not, I don't care. Does it make sense what I'm looking for? If you have any ideas. I mean, it's right now, it's still a members only video, but Rithen Wells, also, she doesn't show the town much, but it didn't seem touristy. It seemed small. It seemed pretty nice. She did show the castle there quite a bit. Some of the history there is pretty cool. Not opposed to that. Anyway, right now I don't know where I'm going, when I'm going, or where I'm staying, or how long it'll be. I did submit a sample writing to Brad's, and now I'm just wait and see if they reply back. And that will determine maybe where I go and when I go and how long I stay. So it's all up in the air right now. But I'm trying to plan my trip and focus all my videos on some place that I might want to see. You know? This guy thinks I haven't smiled in 10 years. I tell you what, the video that with Jenna on her travels went to Clovelly, and at the end she tells a story about how she got attacked by a rooster. And man, I laughed. I was laughing. Y'all ever been attacked by a chicken or a rooster? Sometimes on a narrowboat. I mean, that sounds good, but I'm probably not going to do that for my first trip. Get on a narrowboat and travel the canals. It does sound good. I would love to do it. I don't think I'll have time to do it on my first. There's a lot of stuff I want to do, but I don't, I'm going to have to come back. There's a lot of stuff I wanted to, like that coast-to-coast walk, but I can't. Not on the first trip. I'll do a little hiking, a little cycling, and that's another thing. Nathan, you're here. What's it going to cost me? I was asking Ben about a fishing license, or anybody that knows. What's it going to cost me to rent a bike for a few days? Yeah, Nicola, I'd love to stay for a month. I might be able to if I get this riding gig. You've been chased by a Rottweiler? Well, I've been attacked by dogs. I've been caught by dogs more than chased. But yeah, hey Adrian. Hey Adrian. We're talking, Adrian travels around a lot. What's the nicest small town Adrian, in Wiltshire. And I don't mean touristy. I don't mean touristy, Adrian. I mean, it's a good small place where I can experience regular living in a small place in Wiltshire. Meet locals and not just be swimming in tourists. You don't know, Nathan, how much it will cost, but it shouldn't be too much. I should be able to rent a decent road bike, though, or mountain bike, right, Nathan? I mean, I might want to mountain bike a little bit in the Lake District. Is that possible? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Gaius. I can't do everything. I'll be wearing myself thin. Bradford upon Avon. Okay, but see, Adrian, I hear a lot about Bradford on Avon, and it makes me think it's a tourist draw. I'm not looking for touristy. It does look nice. I will look at Bradford upon Avon. I'll find a video and I'll look at it. But I feel like it's kind of touristy. I don't know. Y'all think May is a good month to come? If I don't care about weather? I don't even care about hiking in rain or biking in rain. I don't care. Believe it or not, I've been wet before. Anyway, yeah, time has gone by. Genghis, did you make fish pie yesterday? Anyway, I was laughing so hard she was telling the story about being being attacked by a rooster. You know how you saw that? I'm a country boy, so I've been around like chickens. Sometimes they'll attack you, roosters particularly. You grab them by the ankles. That's what you do. You grab them. Don't let a chicken boss you around. Mountain bike for a week in Bristol, $225 on the website. Oof. I was thinking about 2 or 3 days. 225 pounds. Guess it's not too bad for a week. Yeah, it's probably not too bad for a week. I wonder what kind of bike it is. It's a used bike that people have banged up a lot. Well, Genghis, send me a recipe for that fish pie. Or something. Post it in the community. I don't know. I'm curious about making fish pie. Yeah, I don't want to pay a lot for a bike that sucks. I'd like to have a decent bike. Although, maybe I got a small pack of bike tools. And that way, if something was off, I could fix it up, you know, if the brakes are not working right or something. Yeah, I want to make fish pie, but yeah, I know. I seen that, Adrian. I seen that disused rail line turn into cycleway between Bristol and Bath. I seen that somewhere. Not in a video reaction, but when I was doing research. I'll do that. 4 days was 150. I mean, that's not bad. It's not bad. Yeah, I think I will do that. If I stay in Bristol, which I think I will, you know, yeah, just cycle over to Bath. That sounds awesome. Is June here? Man, your comments come. Oh, hi, June. Your comments come sometimes so out of order and stuff. But yeah, good to see you, June. Alright, so yeah, I just don't know right now when I'm coming, how long I'll be able to stay. But I'm trying to focus my channel on finding exactly where I want to go. Again, I do think I'll stay in Bristol and Newcastle, and I'm looking for a small place to really take in rural country living in the UK that's not touristy, where I can stay maybe a couple of nights. That's not touristy, but is small. I want to find that place. But when I keep looking, all I get, well, June, I'm gonna go to London. What is that? What? I understand that you folks want Americans to experience the real UK and that you don't feel like London is the place and that a lot of foreign visitors only come to London. I'm not going to do that, I promise. I'm talking all about how I want to find the small, real place. But don't tell people to miss London, June. There's too much there to see. I'm also going to London. I'm going to London. London's great. There's lots of stuff to see in London. But don't tell people to totally miss it. Tell people to leave London as well. But I want to get drunk in the same bar where Oscar Wilde got drunk. And what's it called? I got it written down. Something she. Anyway, where Oscar Wilde, or where Tom and Dillis got drunk there and proposed to his wife. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go get drunk there and just propose to some woman. And I want to go where Oscar Wilde used to get lit up and drunk. And I want to go where Charleston. There's too much to see in London to just say, miss London. I don't want to miss London. London's great. Yeah, I'm not going to skip London. But I am going to see other parts, for sure. But there's a lot I want to see in London. So yeah, I will probably stay a few nights in Surrey somewhere, and a couple nights in London, and then base myself out of Bristol and Newcastle. And I want to stay a couple nights in someplace really small that isn't touristy. Yeah, I know, Nicola, it's an international city. It's got crime. They all do. It's okay. I don't care. So that's kind of what I'm thinking right now. And from Newcastle, I know I can get... See, that's my other question. So I just watched a video. Comes out tomorrow to the regular channel. It's called 10 Things Americans Get Wrong. And it's by She Run the World. Yes, I understand that London gets too much attention. I'm not focused on London. But I'm not going to miss it. I'm not going to miss it. It's like, just come all that way and then just never go to London. I want to see London. But I'm doing it the way I want. I want to see the small places. But that's okay, so I watched this 10 Things Americans Get Wrong about the UK. And she says one of those things is it's not easy to get around the UK, that trains and public transportation, it's great in London, but if you want to go to other places, I believe she mentioned like the Cotswolds, it's not that easy to get around. The roads are windy and trains and buses are unreliable outside of London, and it's not that easy to get around the UK. Now, so the question therein lies in my head, do I need a car? Do I need to rent a car? Do I not? If I'm going to stay in someplace small, I probably need a car. But if I'm in Newcastle and I want to go to the Lake District, what's that situation going to be like? Do I need a car? Can I get there on train? If I'm in Newcastle and I want to go to Northumberland, do I need a car? You see what I'm getting at? If I'm in Bristol and I want to go to Bath, I don't need a car, right? If I'm getting from London to Bristol, I don't need a car for that, right? Just hop the train. Yes, it'd be better with a car, June says. See, I have seen people in my comments say, don't get a car, you don't need a car. Don't get a car when you come. You're wasting your money, don't get a car. And then I see other things that say, you need a car. Yeah, so I'm gonna need a car. See, Terry says, no, you don't need a car. I can't. I don't know if I need a car or not. Time is almost up. Small trips to Bristol and Bath is fine. But to go long distance, definitely be easier to have a car. Yeah, I feel like there's certain places I will need. Say I decide I want to stay in Ruthven Wells. I don't even know where it is. I think it's near. I don't know. I feel like it's in the middle of nowhere, maybe. I'm going to have a car, right, to get there. If I end up deciding I want to go up to someplace in Northumberland, I'm going to need a car. But to get from London to Newcastle, I don't need a car. That's what I think it's like. So maybe I first get there, I land in London, I don't get a car, stay there a couple nights, I train out to somewhere in Surrey, I don't need a car, stay there a couple nights, and then I want to go to, from there, either Bristol or Bath. I feel like I can get there on a train. Bristol or Newcastle. I hop on a train, I get there, but then I get a car. Right. Major places are welcome. It's probably cheaper to fly up to Newcastle from London. That can't be true, Adrian. Is that true? It's cheaper. If I'm in London and I want to go to Newcastle, it's cheaper to fly. I don't even like to fly, to be honest. I have flown. I had a friend that was a pilot. He used to let me get behind the wheel, or whatever, the stick. I don't know what they call it. He used to let me get up there and fly in the air. Basically just keep it straight. But I used to fly with him a lot in little small Cessnas. I don't really like it. Adrian's saying you're sure it's cheaper to fly? You want a small plane? How long is that trip? How long is the train ride from London to Newcastle? And how expensive is it? Yeah, the small places are more awkward without a car. Yeah. Train. How expensive is it going to cost me to take a train from London, from Surrey? I'm going to be in Surrey and then try to get to Newcastle. What's that going to cost me? Guess I need to find out. And then I want to eventually get from Newcastle to Bristol. Is there a train that goes from Newcastle to Bristol, or does it go like back down and then back up or something? I don't know. I'm going to have to look at all of this. Stansted by Ryanair. I don't think I'm going to fly around England. That doesn't appeal to me. Even if it's faster and cheaper, I don't think I want to do that. Yeah, Bristol's easier from London to get to. But at some point, I'm going to want to go from Newcastle to Bristol or vice versa. Maybe I go to Bristol first and then over to Newcastle. But at some point, I got to get between Bristol and Newcastle. I feel like I'm going to have to get a train. I'm going to have to get a car some of the trip. Yeah. I just got to figure this all out. I got to figure this all out. Yeah, Newcastle's not too far from Scotland, I know. But some of the places I want to go in Scotland are far from Newcastle. Yeah, Bristol has an airport. Also, you got to figure, I just spent a lot. So from Dallas, it's going to be, I just spent a lot of time on a plane. I'm not wanting to get back on planes. No, not really, June, but it's okay. I feel like the answer is I'm going to need a car a little bit. And you're surprising me that you're saying flying around England would be cheaper and obviously faster. But I'm ruling that out. I don't want to do that, even if it's cheaper and faster. Yeah, it's a lot of planning. And I'm worried about the ghosts. It's haunted area. Planes are probably haunted. Bristol to Newcastle by train is 4 hours, 30 minutes. Cheapest tickets is $50. That's not bad. It's not expensive. 4 hours, 30 minutes. To an American, that's not a long trip. Day trip, 4 hours, 4.5 hours. Bang, bang, boom. Done that lots of times. Okay, I better tell you what's okay out now on the regular channel is Outer Hebrides, doing pretty good. The Dying Pubs video is out now. It's not doing very good. I released to the members only Rithen. It'll come out to the regular channel in a few days. I also released from the members only an older video called Haunted Pubs that is on the regular channel now. Out next after the live stream is Nicola is Clovelly. Comes out tomorrow. It's Magenta Honor Travels. I don't feel like it showed me much of the place and I need to watch another video, but it did make me laugh. Her story about a rooster. I said, you know how to fix a fucking rooster, you put it in a pot. You got a rooster or chicken that's giving trouble, it's ornery. Yeah, put that one in a pot. Also out tomorrow to the regular channel will be 10 Things Americans Get Wrong. And Southeast England will be released to the regular channel tomorrow. It's all very confusing right now, but in a few days, the membership channel will be over. Yeah, the bookshop one was awesome, June. I don't feel like anyone's gonna watch that video, but that was for my own pleasure because I love bookshops. I had more questions I didn't get to. Nicola, do you have a summer pudding recipe? If you do, send it to me. Genghis, if you have a fish pie recipe, send it to me. Yeah, Adrian, if you have places that are small that you know of that aren't touristy in Wiltshire, or Wells or Norfolk, any place, let me know. That's for all of you. Adrian travels around a lot, I can tell. Oh, Terry, I was, for some reason, thinking about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And, yeah, the Outer Hebrides, I enjoyed too, Adrian. And I feel like that's a good channel, that Roz. That girl, she travels all around the UK. I may watch her channel more. Corsham in Wiltshire, okay. How would your fried chicken turn out, Ben? That's good. It turned out good. Well done. The more you make fried chicken, the better your fried chicken will get. Practice makes perfect. Well, that's okay, Genghis. You know, if you can't send it, I can find a fish pie recipe. But Choppy, you still there? How's my team doing? How's Newcastle doing? Is Newcastle in the FA Cup? I want to know. I gotta catch up. I gotta find out. I don't know if Choppy's still here, but somebody else can tell me. I'm just wondering how Newcastle's doing. If they're in the FA Cup, are they doing good? Uh, oh, I was thinking about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and like, where is that house? And because I know I've seen it before, and I looked it up. So, you know, that story, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, I didn't know this. It's really based on like Ed Gein, if you know who that serial killer is, obsessed with skin. And it's just a conglomeration of a couple of different things. And although it says at the beginning of that movie, based on a true story or something like that, it's really not. But that house, the house that's in the movie, that is in Texas. And I had seen it. I knew I had seen it. And I thought, oh, that's where it really happened. But none of that story's true. None of that family in Texas, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, none of that's true. It's based loosely on a couple of other serial killers, but not really their stories. Just some things that are attributed to them, like Ed Gein. He was obsessed with skin. But there never was a family with Leatherface. And that house, I looked it up, they moved it. They took it apart piece by piece. They moved it to another city, and now it's a restaurant. Isn't that crazy? You can go to that house. It's in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. They moved it from where it used to be. That's where I used to see it. It was along 35, the highway. They moved it and they made it a restaurant. I just thought Terry might want to know because he likes that movie. Ben's favorite movie is Bed Knobs and Broomsticks, and I don't know much about it. I haven't seen it, but that's what I heard. Ben loves bed Knobs and Broomsticks, something like that. It's a weird movie, but Ben loves it. But Terry likes, yeah, it sounds like London Bridge movie. Terry likes Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Ben is a gentle soul, and that's why he likes Broomsticks in Bed. I don't know. I can't remember the name of that movie. Okay, y'all want to go outside and look a little bit? Here's what's weird about Texas. Is remember I told you yesterday. Yesterday nobody went anywhere. Angela Lansbury was in Bed Knobs. That's what I read. So yesterday in Texas, no one went anywhere. The 7-Eleven was closed. I got 7-Elevens, right? They never closed. That's because employees didn't go. They're like, I can't get out. It's too dangerous. And that is probably true. We got mostly sleet and freezing rain all day. Even the 7-Eleven didn't open. Y'all know why they're called 7-Elevens? Anybody know? If you do, let me know in the comments. Why are they called 7-Eleven? Because you have 7-Elevens, right? It didn't open. So yesterday, no one went anywhere. Dallas sat still. It's the first day of cold weather. No one went anywhere. The stores were empty, if they opened at all. That's how Texans are. But I promise you, today, it's colder. It's more dangerous on the roads. It's worse. Today, people will get out. Open till 11, 7 days a week? Nope. And that's Ben's guess. That's not why they're called 7-Elevens. But today, after people went 7 Up, after people been inside for one solid day, even though it's more dangerous today, people will get out today. They've been stuck for one day inside. And then you'll see people risk everything today. Get out on the roads, even though it's colder and it's more dangerous than than it was yesterday. So yesterday they couldn't go anywhere. Today it's worse. They'll get out. Now tomorrow will be Monday, and it'll still be dangerous and frozen and icy out there. And then all of a sudden people will be like, oh yeah, no, I can't go anywhere. It's too cold and dangerous because Monday's a work day. But today will be the most dangerous days out on the road because people will get out today. It's a crazy train of thought. You want to go outside? Oh, yeah, it's -11 today. Tomorrow's supposed to be -12. It's cold out there. None of this is going to melt until Tuesday. And it's all freezing rain on the bottom. Maybe a little snow on top, but it's mostly just ice. So it'll just stay frozen. It'll be dangerous on the roads. I'm not going out on the roads. Here's why they're called 7-Elevens. When they first opened, just mild and wet there in Wiltshire, around 10 degrees. It's -11 out there right now. I'm about to go outside and take y'all for a short walk, maybe just up the street. When 7-Eleven first opened, back in the time, most businesses closed at 5 p.m. Some of you probably remember that, or maybe it still happens some there in the UK. All businesses shut down at 5 p.m. If you needed to go to the grocery store, too late. They shut down at 5 p.m. Maybe 6, but they shut down early. All stores used to shut down early. 7-Eleven came on, and that was their niche. They were open from 7 a.m. till 11 p.m. And that was groundbreaking, and they were the only place open. They're a convenience store, as you know. And so that's why they were called 7-Eleven. They were open from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. and they were the only place open. Now they're open 24 hours, most of them. But their name is the same. It was their original hours, 7 a.m. to 11 p.m., which was unheard of when they first did it. You want to go outside? I kind of don't. It's cold out there. I'll take a little walk. I might have to put on. Yeah, I might have to put on. Something. But if you want, I'll take you out there. Yeah, no. I think y'all do. And then I'll sign off. You were kind of close, Ben. You were kind of close. You're on the right train. Yeah, I have a scarf, but I'm not gonna put it on. Give me a second here. I'm gonna put on like my top layer, and then I'll take y'all out. Okay. Yeah, just let me get this on real quick, so I can get covered up. Yeah, it's cold out there. I don't know if it's still snowing. I think it might have stopped snowing. But I'm gonna move this out of the way. Get a different hat on. Okay, I'm a little bundled. A little more bundled. Alright, I'll walk a little bit. Looks like it's barely snowing. I don't know if you can see. It's barely snowing. Can y'all see that? And I gotta be careful. Because this ground is slick. This is my street. This is what my house looks like. Remember how I was telling y'all the other day? So that's my house. So that door, that goes up to my tenants. That goes up to where the people live upstairs. That's the only way to go upstairs. This tree, that's a crepe myrtle. Both of these are crepe myrtles. They bloom pink and covered in flowers all summer long. And they drop those flowers onto the ground and it looks like pink snow. But yeah, so the tenant lives up there. I live down here. And that's how all these are. I don't know what y'all want to see. But yeah, it's snowing right now a little bit. Yeah, they recently painted this one. You see they got a door back there. See that? It goes right into a bedroom. They got two doors on their front porch. And then they have that door there, goes to the upstairs apartment. That guy also owns that building. He lives upstairs. Rents the bottom. It's actually an Airbnb if you want to come stay there. Yeah, there's a mini. Yeah, my neighbor has a mini. So yeah, all these are the same. They look a little different on the outside. But they're all duplexes. Except for this one. That one, upstairs door right there. They have a downstairs door right there. That door goes upstairs to two different apartments. So that's a four flats in that. This one's got some cool rock work. Yeah, I'm the only one out. There will be people get out today though. So yeah, there's another one. So that's what these all look like on this part of my street. Nice. I mean, there is a lot on the ground. I don't know if y'all can see, but it is snowing. Yeah, it's a little windy, but it's not too bad. Y'all can hear the wind. I mean, I've been colder. I like the brickwork on this one. You can kind of see in here. See, I don't know if you can, but that just goes right upstairs. All these were built in the 1930s. Is the wind making a lot of noise? You can really see, you can kind of see the snow flurrying around. This one also is a 4. You see how it's got 4. So there's a door there to one flat. The door in the middle goes upstairs to 2 flats. And another flat over there. But most of these are just 2. There's a doggy up in that window. Can you see it? Oh, you can't hear the wind. Newcastle's down 1-0. How are they doing the FA Cup? I know everybody thinks, I mean not everybody, but one of y'all's misconceptions is that all of our houses are made of wood. None of our houses last. That's not true. I mean, there are some wood houses, And also the idea that wood houses aren't strong and don't last, that's also false. Wood's a good material. Brick houses can be torn down by tornadoes. So that's a modern. These we call condominiums. I don't know what y'all want me to show you. I'm just gonna maybe walk around. So this also is like modern. This is a busy street here normally, but nobody's out. Yeah, some of those houses are really gorgeous. They're just as strong. We got wood houses here that were built way back in the beginning. it just depends on the quality of the builder. Yeah, it's a ghost town right now, but that's because it's early. I promise you, people will get out today. They've been inside for one day. So this is the backs. This is the backs of these same places. See, a car went by. So that's what it looks like, and that's what the back of mine looks like too. I have a garage. We call those garages. They're attached, so you can park in your garage and walk right into your house. That's how mine are. So those garages, they're separate because they're for two apartments, and so the one that's upstairs, they have a stairwell from their garage that goes up to their apartment. And there's a dividing. They're divided. So when I'm in my garage, I can't see his side. And he can't get to my side. And he can go upstairs from his garage without going outside. See how those are? So they're not connected inside. What is the inside built of? Like my house? It's a plaster. But there's wood. So it's like brick, and then there's like wood, and then there's a plaster. It is cold right now. So, I mean, here's some wood houses over here. These were built in the 50s. I'll walk over there, but then I'm cold in. There's a wood house. Built in the 1950s. Probably a 3-bedroom, 2-bath wood house. These are post-war. Cheap to build. A lot of people moved into them. Somehow this part of the street, there's some road construction stuff piled up. Somehow part of this part of the street was developed in the 50s. And a few of these houses were built like these, out of wood. Then if you go down there, it turns back into houses built in the 30s. So, it's cold out here, y'all. Y'all got me out here freezing for content. So I'm gonna walk back to my house. But yeah, it is cold. -11. -11 out here. You know, the coldest part of me is my hand. My hand holding the phone. Alright, I'm gonna go back inside before I sign off. It was cold. Now my glasses look, immediately my glasses are fogging up. Whew. Yeah, that's cold. What do y'all think? I don't even know if I can see for a minute. My glasses are so foggy. Yeah. Yeah, it's just my hands that got the coldest. My one hand. And my other hand in my pocket. Alright, I almost died for y'all. You come in from outside and your glasses just fog over. But yeah, that's what the houses look like on my street. And that's Dallas in the cold. It's not going to warm up until Tuesday. It's going to stay below freezing until Tuesday. And then probably by Friday, it's going to be 18C again. This isn't going to melt until Tuesday. Yeah, I wrap things up. That's fun for me. Oh yeah, I was going to tell y'all how I caught on fire. The opposite of being, I have fallen through ice 3 times. But one time, it was really cold out, and I caught on fire. Cliffhanger. I'll tell you that story another time. About the time I caught on fire. And I'm not joking. I was on fire. Not just a little. I was on fire, y'all. I lived. Somehow I fought through. But I'll tell you that story another time. I'm just wrapping things up. Yeah, I got a lot of work to do. I got a lot of planning to do. Well, no, Ben, I didn't spontaneously combust. It was a ghost. It scared me. And I started running so fast. Sparks. Thanks, June. Thanks, Nicola. Yeah, I was running so fast, sparks caught me on fire. But I had to do ghosts, and that's why I'm so scared of them. Scared me to death. Luckily, I'm fast. But it's hard to outrun a ghost. Or a chicken. If a chicken's attacking you, don't run from it. That's the worst thing you can do. If a ghost is attacking you, run for your life. If you live in Cambridge, move immediately. It's haunted to death. Anyway, wrapping things up. Y'all help me a little bit. If anyone comes up with a place that you're like, here's a small rural place. I feel like there's somewhere in Somerset, but I don't know where. And it doesn't have to be picturesque. It doesn't have to be gorgeous like the Cotswolds. It can just be regular. That's what I'm looking for. I know Cambridge looks so nice, and I'm about to react some more to Cambridge. I actually do like Cambridge. I do. I'm just kidding you, but it looks really nice. But yeah, away from Dallas, Texas, I enjoy myself today. It's always my pleasure. Good to see you, June and Ben and Genghis and Adrian and Nicola. Always, and Nathan. Always like your input and shopping. And I may do some more planning in live streams about where I want to go. And hopefully you'll see my channel start to focus on really places that I absolutely want to find and go to. You know, I like looking at your beaches, but I don't think I'm going there. So I'm going to try to focus on where I'm going to go. But yeah, it's fun for me as always. Enjoy the live streams. Y'all have a good day, alright? Cheers to everybody. And Wayne from Dallas, Texas, signing out.